the elite women athletes of the Asia Triathlon Championships 2025 Istanbul. Racing with race number 1 today, representing Japan, the winner of the Asian Games in 2018 and last year's Triathlon Asia champion, Yuko Takahashi. Racing with race number 2, representing China, the Asia Triathlon sprint distance champion this year, Lin Xinyu. Racing with race number 3, representing China, 2nd place at the Asian Sprint Championship this year in Hong Kong, Yang Yifan. Race number 4, representing Korea, 3rd at the Asian Triathlon Cup Subic Bay and 2nd at Asian Triathlon Cup Budapest this year, Hye-rim Jong. Race number 5, representing Korea, Yeongmin Park. Race number 6, representing Japan, Sarika Nakayama. Race number 7, from China, Yu Xin-ying. Race number 8, from Japan, winner of this year's Asia Triathlon Cup Osaka Castle, Manami Hayashi. Race number 9, from Japan, Miyu Sakai. Race number 10, from Japan, Yoshiko Sato. Race number 11, from Japan, Mako Hiraizumi. Race number 12, from Uzbekistan, Alina Hakimova. Race number 14, from Japan, Kenei Takenaka. Race number 15, from Japan, Himeka Sato. Race number 16, from Indonesia, Martina Ayu Pratiwi. Race number 17, from Japan, Minori Ikeno. Race number 19, from China, Yuan. Race number 20, from Hong Kong, Bailey Brown. Race number 21, from Hong Kong, China, Hilda Choi, Yan Yin. Race number 22, from Chinese Taipei, Chang Qinwen. Race number 23, from China, Wei Wen. 24, from Hong Kong, China, Tallulah Wright. 25, from Jordan, Lydia Musle. Race number 26, from the Philippines, Raven Alcoseba. Race number 27, from Hong Kong, China, Pauline Corrett. Race number 28, from Macau, Hoi Long. Race number 29, from the Philippines, Marion Kim Mangroban. And race number 30, from China, Dong Zhirong.
Değerli dostlar, 28 Asyalı sporcunun ismi okundu. Az sonra verilecek startla elit kadınlarda müthiş bir mücadele bizleri bekliyor olacak. Sizleri değerli triatlon severleri bu müthiş gösteriyi seyre davet ediyoruz.
Athletes, you are now in the starters' hands. Fire! The race is on fire, ladies and gentlemen. The best female athletes from Asia.
Ve Asya'nın 28 çılgın deli fişek elit kadın atleti az önce start aldı. Hepsine yürekten başarılar diliyoruz.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as we've seen yesterday, it's going to be the same course. So it's going to be 1,500 meters in total, over 2 laps, 750 meters each. Both times, our athletes have to do 330 meters to the first yellow buoy. That's going to be 90 meters to the second one, and 330 back to the pontoon. One, two, three, fire! So, ladies and gentlemen, let's check out who is going to be the first out of the water. And remember, it's going to be 2 laps on the swim. So the athletes are going to perform an Australian exit, as we call it. So once they return to the pontoon, after 750 meters, they are going to climb out, exit onto the blue carpet and turn left, and then dive back in the water again for another lap of 750 meters. 2 identical laps of swimming to be completed here. The water temperature is quite cozy, 22.5 degrees. So obviously athletes are not allowed to use their wetsuits. And ladies and gentlemen, our athletes are on their way back from the second buoy. So that's going to be now, or ideally, it's going to be a straight line to the swim exit. And right now, still no breakaways. It seems like a big pack swimming all together. Let's see if that stays like this for the second lap as well. In yesterday's races, we've actually seen breakaways in both the elite women's European Championships and both the elite men's, the Asian Championship events. However, on the bike in the elite women's race, the European champs, it all came back together. So we had 26 athletes finishing the bike together. Let's see how this race is panning out on the bike. And of course now on the swim as well.
Pop your backs with it, with it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my ladies, pop your backs with it, with it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my ladies, pop your backs with it, with it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. All my ladies, pop your backs with it.
And ladies and gentlemen, our athletes are not far away. Only probably 1 minute to go until they reach the pontoon and finish lap number 1 on the swim. Let's get your hands out of your pockets, ladies and gents. Let's get ready to rumble.
Değerli dostlar, az sonra sporcular ikinci turları için sudan çıkmaya başlayacaklar. Toplamda 1500 metre yüzüyorlar. Sizden ricamız ne kadar böyle iyi bir ev sahibi olduğumuzu gösterelim. Çıkan her sporcuyu canı gönülden, yürekten alkışlayalım.
And our race number 1 is racing in style. Yuko Takahashi leading the race. Yuko Takahashi from Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 Japanese athletes in front. 6 Japanese athletes. I am pretty sure they are trying to break away and go on their own.
Şu anda 6 Japon sporcu grubun liderliğini götürüyor. İnanılmaz bir Japonya üstünlüğü var. İyi hazırlanmışlar.
So our athletes have now completed lap number 1. And off they go for lap number 2. There are still some athletes coming our way. Just about to finish lap number 1. I can see a Macau uniform there. Macau, China. So this must be Hoi Long closing the field with race number 28. We also have race number 7 there. Alina Hakimova from Uzbekistan, also in that group. And our athlete from the Philippines, Raven Alcoceda. Well, Alina Hakimova, she was racing a lot recently. She was racing at the Military World Championships in Samarkand just about a week and a half ago, where she competed in 2 races, the mixed relay event and also the individual race. So she's definitely racing a lot around this time.
Check it out, this is it. Bet you won't, bet you won't, bet you will. Now forget it, cause it don't get better than this. No, it don't get better than this.
Oh yeah, this is it. Bet you won't, bet you won't, bet you will. Now forget it, cause it won't get better than this.
No, it don't get better than this. Simply the best, simply the best, simply the best, simply the best, simply the best, simply the best, simply the best.
Yo, el dueño de la tela subió a Marte y no me ven ni por telescopio, demasiado alto, ninguno lo copió. Los extraterrestres están haciendo, yo lo copio. Te volviste loco, te fumaste un bate de opio. Tiene que respetar leyendas, son leyendas. Pida perdón que su palabra que una mierda. Tremendo guaremate, de tapa aguacate. Dale una
And
galleta
now,
con
ladies
venera,
and gentlemen,
que te
there is
mate.
a clear breakaway now in the field. And I am pretty sure that our Japanese team, Japanese athletes, they are going to put in a very, very strong effort to break away from the also very strong Chinese team. If they can gain, let's say, 10 to 15 seconds out of the water, anything is possible then. With good teamwork, they could get away. And remember, we have some excellent runners in the Chinese team. We have Lin Xinyu. We also have Yang Yifan. They both finished in top rankings at the Asia Triathlon Sprint Championships earlier this year. And I'm pretty sure that Japan is trying to prevent them from doing it so again. So watch out. There's going to be some serious team tactics here.
Simply the best, simply the best, simply the best, simply the best, simply the best, simply the best, simply the best.
Tú eres palo de fósforo mojado, tú no prendes, tu mufi no se ve ni que la rende. Un jefe de verdura por dinero no se vende. Pa' tu tocar un party tienes que esperar a diciembre. Diablo, qué maldita olla caliente a presión marca Royal. Yo tengo más grano con una lata de cuando le dé la Goya. Que vengan tocar el palo de Goya.
I want this and not nothing less. All that BS, but that's the rest. I be living life to the fullest. That's my definition of blessed. Negative, step to the left. Primitive, step to the left. I'll be stepping right to the higher level. Stepping with giant steps. And if I fall, la la la la, I get up and keep standing tall. I keep blocking all of them haters like I'm covering Abdul-Jabbar. You're rocking with the best, oh yes for sure. We stay fresh international. And if you don't know, we gon' let you know. Tell them in Espanol. We say esto es lo mejor, lo mejor, lo mejor, lo mejor, lo mejor, lo mejor, lo mejor, lo mejor. Check it out, this is it. Bet you won't, bet you won't, bet you will. Now forget it, cause it won't get better than this. No, it don't get better than this. Simply the best, simply the best, simply the best, simply the best, simply the best, simply the best, simply the best, simply the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, shortly, we are just moments away, we're just minutes away, ladies and gentlemen, from welcoming our athletes back onto the pontoon. But then the swim is going to be over and they are going to head into transition straight away. Gonna change from the swim to the bike.
Toda la noche rompemos, al otro día volvemos. Tú sabes cómo lo hacemos, baby. Baby, tonight's like fuego. We bout to spend a dinero. We party to the extremo, baby.
This is the rhythm of the night.
Toda la noche rompemos, al otro día
Oh,
volvemos.
they are approaching
Tú sabes
the
cómo lo
pontoon.
hacemos, baby.
They are approaching the pontoon.
Baby, tonight's like fuego. We bout to spend a dinero. We party to the extremo, extremo, extremo, extremo, extremo.
Race number one, out in first place, Hayashi. And one Chinese athlete also in there, Sakai, exiting the water. 3 Japanese, 2 Chinese so far. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And also now, out of the water, from Jordan, Lydia Musley. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It is going to be a tough race, I can tell you that. It's always a big rivalry between those two teams, between Japan and China. And it's going to be the same here.
Baby, tonight's like fuego. We bout to spend a dinero.
Değerli dostlar, gördüğünüz gibi Japonların üstünlüğü açık ara devam ediyor. Yüzmede olduğu gibi. Bakalım yüzme etabındaki başarılarını bisiklet etabında da gösterebilecekler mi?
Bailey Brown out of the water, ladies and gentlemen. Bailey Brown from Hong Kong, China. Our next athlete out from Chinese Taipei. Let's go, Chang Chi-wen and Park from Korea. This is Gyeongmin Park.
The rhythm, the rebel, new and improve, I be on a new level. That's how we do it, we're building like Lego.
But we still have some athletes in the water, ladies and gents. So let's bring them home, let's bring them into transition. And this group is led by Alina Hakimova from Uzbekistan. And also in that group we have from Macau, Hoi Long. It's quite easy to spot our Macau athlete because she has a very bright green uniform, which is really sticking out.
You like that space?
Baby, ven conmigo, baila. La música es testigo, ya la veo, mamacita. Luis Butón es su vestido, diamante. Le gusta cuando al oído yo le digo.
And this group is already about 3 minutes behind. Our race leaders, there they come. So there you can see the bright green uniform belonging to Hoi Long from Macau.
Şu an suda kalan son 3 sporcuda, 28 sporcudan son 3 sporcuda çıkış 40 kilometrelik bisiklet etabı bekliyor.
So Hoi Long, this is Marion Kim Mangrova and Alina Hakimova. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this marks the end of the swim. Let's get over to the race site and enjoy the images, the live coverage from the event.
Say. Say hey.
Kardeş, bir yardımcı olur musun? Şurayı bir açıver de çıkayım. Teşekkür ederim. Olabilir. Kamerayı da güvenlikten de. Tamam.
Say.
Yeter.
Oraya yakın geçecekler. Biraz daha sağa al. Yani ayak bu içeride olmasın. Şu ayakları şöyle düz yapabilir misin? Şöyle. Heh, tamam süper. Heh, tamam süper. Ama tabii ablan olduğu için bu tarafa gelemiyoruz.
Strong Japanese team can succeed with this effort. So now our leading group of three is Yuko Takahashi, race number 1, and then Manami Hayashi, race number 8, and Kane Takenaka, race number 14. They are looking very strong, very coordinated. And it seems like they are moving extremely well as well. Obviously, they are racing for the same country. They have the same goals in this race, to build the gap as big as possible until the end of the bike leg, so that they can start the run with a comfortable advantage. We will check as soon as they get back here into our triathlon arena, or right around our triathlon arena, what the time gap is. But it is looking quite good at the moment. So if they can keep up the good work and the coordinated work, anything is possible for that Japanese team. And there comes our chase group around, ladies and gentlemen. +2 athletes joining them now, so it's 12 athletes trying to chase down our leading trio at the moment. The time gap less than a minute, but over half a minute now, around 40 to 45 seconds. And it's only after lap number 3. So 5 more laps coming up. Let's see how this gap is going to develop, if it's going to increase or decrease. So it's now Takanaka, our athlete, with race number 14 on the back. In the middle, we have Manami Tayashi. And in front, we have Yuko Takahashi. And it's good to see that Yuko Takahashi, well, she's doing the majority of the work in this group. She is actually taking a lot of turns. She has been probably at the front of this group for the last 2-3 minutes already. Probably she's the strongest cyclist. And then the 2 other athletes are probably only going to take turns on the downhill section to give her some time to breathe and a bit of time to relax. Now this is the upper point, the upper turnaround point on the bike course. And now we start another massive and very, very fast downhill section. And I think this is going to be the time when the 2 other athletes are taking turns as well. And there we can see the chase group coming from behind, and it really seems like over a minute now. The time gap between our lead group of 3 and our chase group of 10 plus 2 might be now up to 12 athletes in our chase group. Mostly Japanese athletes, but also some mostly Chinese athletes in our chase group, but probably some Japanese as well. I'm pretty sure if we have Japanese athletes in the chase group, they are not going to commit to the work at all. That wouldn't make sense to help the chase group come closer to the front group, which is consisting only of Japanese athletes. According to the timing, it looks like the time gap is now 1 minute and 5 seconds. But we'll see a calculation as soon as they pass us again here at our triathlon arena. And ladies and gentlemen, shortly they are going to come around once again. We are now 43 minutes into our race. There they are, coming around the corner, looking very, very strong, very confident. So this might be the optimum size for a lead group, a group of 3. So they are passing transition once again. The gap right now is 30 seconds and growing. And the chase group is not to be seen yet. So this is really a cooperation which works out fine and which seems very, very effective as well. So let's see, our chase group is coming now, coming around for the 3rd time. The time gap now 1 minute and counting. It is 1:11, ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute and 11 seconds. So the gap is growing. It grew by 6 seconds on the last section. And you can see some athletes trying to commit to the work in the chase group, but some athletes are just sitting back and watching the show happening. It is not going to be easy to close the gap for this group, as the situation is, as the race situation is. Obviously, none of the Japanese athletes riding in this group are interested or have any interest in getting closer to the lead group.
Değerli dostlar, saat 1'de biliyorsunuz start almıştı Asyalı elit kadınlar 28 sporcuyla. Şu anda Japonların inanılmaz bir üstünlüğü var. 3 Japon sporcu şu anda grup liderliğini götürüyor. Ve rakipleriyle aralarını da inanılmaz bir şekilde açmış durumdalar, açık ara. Şu anda geride bıraktığımız süre 46 dakika. Yarışma sonunda da bakalım koşu etabında da aynı performansı gösterebilecekler mi diye biz de heyecanla takip ediyoruz. Heyecanla takip ederken size 16-15'teki elit erkekler startını da hatırlatalım. Elit erkeklerde 60'a yakın sporcu start alacak ve bugün aralarında 4 Türk sporcusu da yarışacak. Gültikiner, Enes Kızılcık, Murat Çağdaş ve Taha Eren Coşkun. Saat 16-15'teki elit erkekleri de kaçırmamaya çalışın. Ve şimdi gözlerimiz elit kadınlarda, Asyalılarda.
And they start the climb again, ladies and gentlemen, our lead group of 3. This is the hard part of the course. The climb is actually improving as they approach the top. The ascent is getting more and more and more, and at the end it's close to 12%. And at the very top there is a roundabout where they have to get around, and there they start the long descent. That's where you can have your legs resting a bit. However, you need to pump the pedals there as well, because you might lose some valuable time if you're not pushing full gas, even on the downhill. I remember on the downhill section, it's not technical at all. It's just flat out, no turns, no curves, nothing. Just a long straight line. And by the time they come back, they are going to be finished with lap number 4 as well. So they will be halfway through the race, halfway through the bike. And this is our athlete on the image on the big screen, the bright green uniform of Macau. And this is Hoi Long from Macau, just coming through transition now for another time.
Değerli dostlar, şu anda 3 Japon sporcu Takahashi, Hayashi ve Takanaka'nın mücadelesi devam ediyor. Yüzme derecelerine baktığımızda yüzmede de 21 dakika civarlarında çıktığını görüyoruz. Ve sizler de canlı sonuçları incelediğinizde özellikle transition'daki 1 dakikayı bile bulmayan değişim süreleri başarılarının tesadüf olmadığını gösteriyor. Şu anda da arka grupla kendilerini neredeyse yakalayamayacakları bir mesafede farklı bir şekilde arka grupla aralarını açtılar. Diğer Japon sporcuları da genel anlamda incelediğimizde bu grup içerisinde çok başarılılar. Şu ana kadar 28 sporcudan herhangi bir şekilde yarışma dışı kalan sporcu bilgisi bize an itibariyle ulaşmadı. 28 sporcu da sağlıklı bir şekilde yarışmaya devam ediyorlar.
And ladies and gentlemen, the gap is constantly growing now. It's 1:24. 1:24 the gap. So it was growing by 13 seconds. 13 seconds on one lap. So if they keep on pushing that pace in the front group, they might end up with a 2-minute advantage after the bike or off the bike. That is going to make it very, very interesting. Obviously, we have some excellent runners in the chase group, like Lin Sinew or Yang Yifan. However, 2 minutes are going to be very, very difficult to recover on 10 Ks of running.
Önde giden Japon grubunun arkadaki gruplar arasındaki zaman farkı neredeyse 1,5 dakikayı buldu ve artık arkadaki grubun öndeki üçlü Japon grubunu yakalama şansı, eğer koşuda bir mucize olmazsa, hemen hemen hiç yok gibi ve gitgide de farkı açıyorlar şu anda birbirlerinden kopmadan.
And ladies and gentlemen, there comes our last group around. And our Macau girl will have to work very, very, very hard not to get caught, not to get lapped. But since we have 3 more laps to go, it's not going to be an easy task. And there comes our lead group around once again, completing lap number 5. So 3 more laps to go on the bike. Just heading into the straight of the transition area. Still looking very strong, very determined. And let's see the time gap. We are at 1 minute now, ladies and gentlemen, and still no sign of the chase group. Actually, they're coming around the corner now. We're at 1:10. And now at 1:20. It is actually 1:26 now. So 1:26, the time gap. So they still managed to put another 2 seconds on top of it. So close to 1.5 minutes now. The gap between our leading trio and our chase group, with 3 laps to go. And this is real great aerial shots there. So how they are changing turns, trying to make their work as effective as possible.
Şu anda geride bıraktığımız süre 1 saat 1 dakika oldu ve üçlü Japon grubunun liderliği halen devam ediyor ve arkadaki grupla olan ara mesafe gitgide artık kapanmayacak şekilde açılıyor. Az önce de dediğim gibi eğer koşuda bir mucize yaşanmazsa ilk üçü bugün Asya elit kadınlarda ilk üçü Takashi'nin şu anda liderliğinde olan üçlü Japon grubundan biri alacak. Biz de heyecan içerisinde bekliyoruz. Bakalım aynı performansı koşuda da gösterebilecekler mi diye. Özellikle bisikletteki tempoları inanılmaz. Yer yer saatte 40-50 kilometre, hatta bazen daha üstüne de çıkabiliyorlar. Çok güçlü pedallara basıyorlar gördüğümüz kadarıyla sporcular. O yüzden bunların karşısına çıkmak da tehlikeli. Dikkatli olmakta fayda var. Bu ara organizasyon kuruluna da bir teşekkür etmemiz gerekiyor. Parkurlar hakikaten çok güzel düşünülmüş, hazırlanmış. Bu anlamda organizasyon ekibinde çalışan herkese yürekten teşekkürler. Türkiye'de ilk defa gerçekleşen bir organizasyon. Asya Avrupa Triathlon Şampiyonası ve şu ana kadar gördüğümüz kadarıyla herkes memnun. Yabancılar, yurt dışından gelen sporcular da, teknik ekip de hepsi memnun. Ufak tefek aksilikler tabii ki çok büyük organizasyonlarda bile olabiliyor. Olimpiyatlarda bile oluyor. Ancak yarışma sonucunu etkileyecek çok zor sorunlar değil bunlar. Çok kısa zamanda da hallediliyor zaten. Sadece dün bir hatalı çıkış yapıldı elit kadınlarda. O hatadan da zaten tekrar yapılarak çabuk dönüldü. Günün son startı biliyorsunuz saat 16.15'te. Onu da sağlıklı bir şekilde atlattıktan sonra akşamüstü ödül törenlerimiz var. Ve 4 gündür süren Triathlon Festivali'nden sonra herkesi evine uğurlayacağız tabii ki. Vara Medya ekibine de yürekten teşekkür ediyoruz. Özellikle gökyüzünden drone çekimleriyle İstanbul'un tarihi turistik yerlerini, eşsiz güzelliklerini herkesle paylaşmamızı sağlıyorlar. Çok teşekkür ediyoruz. Özellikle yurt dışından seyredenler için de tadına doyulmaz güzellikteki görsellikleri paylaşıyor arkadaşlar. Güzel bir İstanbul ve Türkiye reklamı da oluyor aynı zamanda.
Ladies and gentlemen, shortly we are going to welcome our lead group here once again into our race center. And by the time they come back around and ride around our triathlon arena, they are going to have 2 more laps to go. 2 more laps to go for our leading trio, our lead group of 3, where we have 3 Japanese athletes included. Yuko Takahashi, we have race number 8, Manami Hayashi, the winner of the Asia Triathlon Cup Osaka Castle this year, and we'll have Kanae Takenaka. So a very strong Japanese alliance just flying around our triathlon arena now, ladies and gentlemen. There they come around for the second last time. Once they come around, it's going to be 2 more laps to go. 2 more laps to go. And unfortunately, it seems like our group, our last group, is going to be lapped shortly. So Marion Kim Mangorobang from the Philippines, Hoi Long from Macau, and it seems like Alina Hakimova from Uzbekistan. They are going to be lapped, and if you are being lapped in a race like this, unfortunately, you have to withdraw from the race. You have to be out. The gap is now 1 minute, and there we have our chase group coming.
Evet değerli spor severler, şu anda geride bıraktığımız süre 1 saat 7 dakika ve üçlü Japon sporların üçlü mücadelesi hala devam ediyor. Ve Asya Avrupa Triathlon Şampiyonası'nda Asya elit kadınlarda müthiş mücadelede şu anda Takahashi, Japon Takahashi birinci durumda, Manami Hayashi ikinci durumda ve Kanae Takenaka üçüncü durumda. Ve rakipleriyle olan fark da şu anda neredeyse 2 dakikaya yakın bir fark oldu. Eğer dediğimiz gibi koşuda bir sürpriz olmazsa arkadaki grubun öndeki üçlü elit kadın grubunu yakalaması neredeyse imkansız. Biz de heyecan içerisinde yarışmanın sonucunu bekliyoruz. 40 kilometrelik etap bittikten sonra 3. ve son etap olan 10 kilometrelik koşu etabı onları bekliyor olacak. Bizi seyreye devam edin. Bizim heyecanımıza ortak olun.
So this 1 minute and 25 seconds seem to be conservating. It has been identical or almost identical for the last couple of laps. But remember, there's might be some changes on the last lap. Some athletes prefer to stay back on the last lap and trying to save their legs. And if that is happening, it's easy to lose 15 to 20 seconds on one lap. If the coordination is not working right in a group. However, I don't think that is going to happen in our front group. They are going to work to the very end together, because there is no other option for them than trying to stay away and trying to build as big as a gap as possible to the chase group. However, in the chase group, there are some athletes who are definitely not interested in getting any closer to our lead group. So we'll see what's going to happen on the last 2 laps. Again, it's 1:25 now. It was 1:25 or 1:24 the last lap and also the lap before. But believe me, interesting things can definitely happen on the last 2 laps, especially on the last lap when tactics come into play. And there comes our leading trio, starting their last lap on the bike now. It's only 5Ks to go, or one lap, which would be around 8 minutes before they start the run.
Orası kapalı ya. Burayı açabilir misin? Açayım olabilir. Ben gitmem lazım.
And indeed, ladies and gentlemen, the gap is growing significantly. It is 140 now. 140 the gap. So it grew by 16 seconds on the last lap. With one lap to go, 140 or 100 seconds separating our lead group from the chase group.
Evet değerli dostlar, şu anda üçlü Japon grubuyla aradaki fark diğer grubun 1 dakika 40 saniye oldu. Yani fark gitgide açıldı. Yüzmede çok iyi yüzdü üçlü Japon grup. Bisiklette inanılmaz pedal çeviriyorlar. Ve şimdi de aynı başarıyı muhtemelen koşuda da gösterecekler. Bu fark çok zor kapanır diyoruz.
And this is exactly what we've predicted, or what I was talking about just recently, that in a chase group, if the chase group falls apart, if the group loses common interest in chasing down our leaders, then the pace can fall apart quite quickly, and usually that happens with 1 or 2 laps to go on the bike, when athletes start to think and start to rethink their tactics, when they think, well, it might not be worth pushing it too hard because I still want to save my legs and I will probably not catch these guys anyway, so the athletes in front of us, so let's just sit back. And if that kicks in, then obviously the chase group is slowing down. However, with a positive mindset in a breakaway group, that very rarely happens that they fall apart with a couple of laps to go. So it was 140 on the last lap. I wouldn't be too surprised if it grew up to 150 or even 2 minutes until the end of the bike. We'll see what's going on, but again, even 140 or 150 or 2 minutes, no matter how much, it is going to be very, very, very hard to catch these girls on the run, because it's only 10 Ks off running. And to make up 2 minutes on a 10K run, especially with the quality of these athletes in the front group, it is going to be a tough case. And ladies and gentlemen, it will be also very interesting to compare the winning time today compared to the winning time in the European Championship race of the elite women just yesterday. Obviously, all races are different, all race tactics are different, and there was a much bigger field. In the European Championship, we had close to 50 athletes. Here we only have 28 athletes on the field of play today. But the winning time was 1:55 in the elite women's race at the European Championship. Let's see what it's going to be like here in the Asia Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, less than a minute and our lead group is here with us. There they are around the tricky turn. Sharp right-hand turn, then a sharp left-hand turn, and they are going to be in the straight of the transition area. So transition, let's get ready to rumble for transition number 2 of our lead group. There they come. Our 3 Japanese athletes. This is Yuko Takahashi with race number 1, Manami Hayashi, race number 8, and Kanae Takenaka, race number 14.
Değerli dostlar, ilk sporcular şu anda grubun üçlü liderliği götüren sporcular değişim alanına ulaşmak üzereler. 40 kilometrenin artık sonlarına geldik. Az sonra onları 10 kilometrelik koşu etabı bekliyor olacak. Transition dediğimiz değişim alanına girmeleri bile son derece süratli. Az önce de size söylemiştim, yer yer 40-45 hatta 50 kilometre var hızlara ulaşabiliyorlar ve şu anda bisikletten indiler ve değişim alanına doğru çok büyük bir süratle ulaşmaya çalışıyorlar ve ulaştılar.
Takahashi leading the group into transition into T2. Right behind we have Takenaka and Hayashi. Remember Hayashi, she already proved her form this year by winning the Asia Triathlon Cup in Osaka Castle earlier this year. Yuko Takahashi, obviously, she has a long history with successful events in triathlon. She finished this year 3rd at the Asia Triathlon Sprint Championships in Hong Kong. She was the winner of the Asian Championships last year and also the winner of the Asian Games in 2018. So she's a highly decorated athlete, a lot of experience as well. So probably it is Kanae Takenaka
Evet, şu anda Hayashi, Takahashi ve Takanaka arasındaki üçlü Japon grubu mücadelesinde Hayashi biraz önde çıktı değişim alanından ama değişim alanından ayrılmaları bile inanılmaz süratliydi. Bisikleti bıraktıktan sonra 17 saniyede, evet, 17 saniyede Hayashi değişim alanından, transition alanından ayrılmış.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's see the times. And let's see the time gaps. They clocked 1:23 out of transition. And indeed, it is 1 minute and 48 seconds. 1 minute 48. So close to 2 minutes the gap between our lead group of 3 and our chase group. It is going to be very, very, very hard for anybody out of this group to catch up with our top 3.
Ve diğer grup da şimdi transition alanına ulaştı ancak üçlü grubu yakalamaları neredeyse imkansız gibi. Aralarında 1,5 dakikaya yakın bir zaman farkı var ve bu zaman farkı azalacak gibi gözükmüyor. Şu anki koşu tempolarına baktığımızda son derece hızlılar. Pace olarak tabii ki ekrandan takip edebildiğimiz kadarıyla neredeyse 3-3,5 pace civarı koşuyorlar ama normalde bu seviyede sporcular 5000 metreyi 15 dakikanın altında, o civarlarda koşuyorlar. 10 kilometreyi de 30 dakika civarlarında, 30-31 dakika civarlarında koşmalarını bekliyoruz. Ama arkadaki grubun onları yakalaması neredeyse imkansız. Yarışma tamamen artık üçlü Japon sporcular arasında.
Yuko Takahashi in the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Manama Hayashi in second, but already 10 seconds behind. And Kane Takanaka, another 17 seconds behind. So Yuko Takahashi really lighting it up on the run. She's already on her way back from the turnaround point. Less than a K to go, and she's going to pass us for the first time. Remember, it's a three-lap run course. So we are going to see our athletes twice before they are going to hit the finish area.
Şu anda geride bıraktığımız süre 1 saat 30 dakika ve Takahashi'nin liderliği an itibariyle devam ediyor. İkinci durumda hemen arkasında Hayashi ve Takenaka. Müthiş mücadelede artık biz de buradan kesin konuşmaya başladık. Üçlü Japon grubunu yakalamaya diğerlerinin gücü yetmeyecek. Ve bu tempoda giderse beklediğimizden de daha önce finish noktasında olacağını düşünüyoruz. Artık müthiş mücadelede benim tahminime göre son 20 dakika civarı.
And ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. Our leader is coming around for the very first time. Finishing lap number 1 and starting lap number 2, Yuko Takahashi. Just hit the grass. What an amazing effort by her. Remember, she got beat at the Sprint Asia Championships earlier this year by 2 Chinese competitors. So this is really a masterpiece of her to form the tactics in a way that they could get away on the bike. So now she has more comfort on the run. There she comes, Yuko Takahashi.
Evet, Takahashi şu anda tam yanımızdan geçiyor. Finish alanının hemen yanından. Alkışlarla destek veriyoruz ona. Son derece kuvvetli. Herhangi bir yorgunluk belirtisi görmüyoruz. Diğer onu takip eden 2 Japon arkadaş da, takım arkadaşı da hemen onun az ilerisinden onu takip ediyorlar ve durum şu anda kesinleşti.
Coming around in second, this is Manami Hayashi, the winner of the Asia Cup, Asia Triathlon Cup Osaka Castle, and coming through in third place, Kane Takenaka, Japan.
Evet, üçlü Japon grubunun grup liderliği an itibariyle devam ediyor ve gördüğümüz kadarıyla artık diğer arkadan gelen grubun neredeyse onları yakalama şansı hemen hemen hiç yok. Çünkü zamana baktığımızda Aralarında aşağı yukarı 2 dakikalık bir zaman farkı oluştu. Bu tür elit yarışlarda 2 dakikanın kapanması neredeyse imkansız.
And ladies and gentlemen, I would not be too surprised to see two of our Chinese athletes in the lead in the chase group. Watch out for race number 2 and race number 3. Watch out for Lin Xinyu and Yang Yifan. They finished first and second earlier this year at the Asia Triathlon Sprint Championships in Hong Kong. So they are both very, very good runners. Let's see if they could keep some fresh legs on the bike. There they come, ladies and gentlemen, and actually a Japanese athlete in 4th place. This is Miyu Sakai in 4th.
Evet, 4. durumdaki sporda Japon olduğunu görüyoruz. Artık şaşırmıyoruz. Japonlar bu yarışmaya bayağı hazırlıklı gelmişler. Hakikaten.
And it's Wei Wen from China in 5th. And what a performance by our Japanese athletes in 6th. Another Japanese athlete coming through. This is Hiraizumi, Mako Hiraizumi. And in 7th, also Japanese athlete Sato. So we have 6 Japanese athletes out of the first 7.
6 Japon sporcu şu anda resmen yarışmayı lider olarak, yani en başlara götürüyorlar. Bir Sato'da. Harry. Sato.
Yes, there we go.
Tu Sato.
There we have Tallulah Wright, Hong Kong, China, starting her 2nd lap on the run.
Yarışmayı ilk defa seyredenler için kafa karışıklığı olmasın. Asya grubu ayrı yarışıyor. Avrupa grubu ayrı yarışıyor arkadaşlar. Şu anda Asya grubu sporcularının yarışmalarını seyrediyorsunuz. Saat 4'ü çeyrek geçe Avrupa grubu elit erkeklerin yarışması var. 4'ü çeyrek geçe.
This was Nami Reni Ikeno, another Japanese athlete running through. And the bike ride really seemed to have taken its toll. So Team China not looking comfortable with this situation.
Çinli sporcuda bir sıkıntı var zannedersem, hafif toparlayarak gidiyor. Ama mücadelesine de yine de yüksek tempoyla devam ettiğini görüyoruz. Toparlamasına rağmen kolay değil. Dünyanın bir ucundan kalkıp buraya kadar gelmişim. İlla ki bu yarışma bitecek. Yandaki VIP'te çalışan arkadaşlarımızdan da seneye bir takım çıkarmalarını bekliyoruz inşallah. Öyle seyretmekte olmuyor bu işte.
So if I count right, we had approximately 8 Japanese athletes in our top 10. So what a performance and what a race from our Japanese team. Simply sensational, incredible. They really peaked their form well for this race.
Bu ara aramızda Türk milli yaş gruplarında yarışan sporcularımızın mayolarını yapan firmanın yetkilileri var. Jordan Red firması. Onu da burada anons etmeden tabii ki eksik kalır diye düşünüyoruz. Herkes çok memnun. Yürekten teşekkür ediyoruz kaliteli malzemeler için. Jordan Red Türkiye'de marka.
And there is still no change. Still with a very, very steady stride. Our race leader, Yuko Takahashi. Obviously, she's an athlete with a lot of experience. She was already on the toppest level back in 2018 when she won the Asian Games. Obviously, the Asian Games, that's one of the biggest events, the biggest sports events in Asia. So after the Olympics, it's probably the most important one, and she managed to win that in 2018, 7 years ago. So she's been racing on an incredible level ever since. And I think she used all her experience to work out this brilliant plan. How to get the biggest chance to win a gold medal here at this Asian Championships. So there she comes around for the second time at the far end of the run course. So which means we're about halfway through the run. And Yuko Takahashi really put herself into a position to be the biggest favorite for the gold medal. Manami Hayashi, she is already almost 50 seconds behind. What an incredible race by Manami Hayashi as well, but Yuko Takahashi especially. And another, well, close to another 30 seconds back, Kanae Takanaka. So let's see how the chase group is working. So if they manage to approach our athlete in third position, probably closer to like a minute, there still might be the chance for a bronze medal. I don't think anybody will have the chance to get their hands now on gold or silver, but probably the bronze is still in reach. Let's see how this race is panning out. But remember, in fourth place we have another Japanese athlete, race number 10, Yoshiko Sato. Well, Miyu Sakai in fourth place. But she's still around 112 behind our third placed athlete, Kanae Takayaka. Wen Wei coming through in fifth, our first Chinese athlete and our only Chinese athlete in the top 5, which might be a little bit a surprise, I think, for the Chinese team. Probably in a negative way. Mako Hiraizumi in sixth place. So again, 5 Japanese athletes in our top 6 at the moment. Crazy performance by the Japanese team. And the 7th athlete, again a Japanese one. Himeka Sato, then Yoshiko Sato. Yan Yin Hilda Choi, or Hilda Choi Yan Yin from Hong Kong. China in 9th. This is incredible. 7 Japanese athletes in our top 10, or in our top 9 at the moment. And Jirong Dong in 10th. So yes, 7 Japanese athletes in our top 10 at the moment. Tallulah Wright in 11th. Yuan in 12th.
Birinciler geçerse bir kaldı.
And ladies and gentlemen, there she comes again. Coming through for the second time, our race leader. Put your hands together for Yuko Takahashi. Let's bring her on for the very last time. Starting her last lap on the run. The Asian Games champion from Tenno 2018. And the winner of the Asian Championships last year.
Üçe son sporcu geliyor.
Değerli dostlar, Yuko Takahashi şu anda ikinci turunu tamamladı. Ve artık onun için finişe ulaşmak için mesafe gitgide azaldı. Heyecan içerisinde bekliyoruz.
Abi kenardan biraz, kenardan.
And we also have to mention that she actually did the majority of the work on the bike as well, so she is in incredible shape. Yuko Takahashi, she was leading on the swim, then she worked very, very hard on the bike, and now she really dropped the hammer from the gun on the run, leaving no room for error. And there comes our second place athlete, Manami Hayashi. Also looking very, very strong.
Birinci girmek üzere içe.
And there comes our athlete in third, Kane Takenaka. And remember, our athlete in fourth place, also a Japanese athlete with Miyu Sakai. The time gap to the third place was 1:12 at the last time measurement point. And there she comes in fourth place, Miyu Sakai, Japan. And our first non-Japanese athlete in our top 5, this is Dong Jirong, coming through in fifth.
İkinci geldi.
Dong Jirong. And Yuko Takahashi already over a minute gap to our second placed athlete Manami Hayashi. 1 minute and 6 seconds at the end of lap 2. And there comes our next Japanese athlete, ladies and gentlemen. This must be Mako Hiraizumi. Well, this is almost a clean sweep by Team Japan here. They really optimized their form and their performance for this event. Fantastic performance. This is Tallulah Wright from Hong Kong, China, starting her last lap. And yeah, Miyu Sakai in fourth. She is getting closer now. It's 55 seconds only to the third place. However, 55 seconds on only one lap, that is going to be extremely difficult. So I think something must happen to Miyu Sakai, and we certainly don't want that to happen, to lose bronze here in this event. So our only Chinese athlete in our top 5, this is Wei Win. And coming through in 6th place, Mako Hiraizumi. Yoshiko Sato in 7th. Starting her last lap as well. Already passing transition. And in 8th place, this is Hilda Choi Yan Yin. Himeka Sato, Japan, also passing transition, and she is into her last lap as well on the run. And ladies and gentlemen, our race leader is already on her way back. Coming closer, 1 kilometer away from the finish line, which would mean around 3:15, 3:20, and she is going to be here with us, because that's the pace they are actually doing, around 3:10, 3:15. Let's see if she takes it easy on the last meters. Obviously, having this much of an advantage, she can take it easy. She can high-five the spectators if she wants to. Ladies and gentlemen, and now we are not far away from welcoming our new Asian champion. Actually, not a new Asian champion, because last year she won the Asia Triathlon Championships, so she's the defending champion. This year she lost her title on the sprint distance. On the sprint distance we had a double victory by 2 Chinese athletes. It was Lin Xin Yu who took the title on the sprint distance, just ahead of Yang Yifan. So she came away with a bronze medal, but this time she hits back and repeating her success from last year. It is always very, very hard to race as the defending champion, because you are the one to beat. You are the athlete who everybody wants to chase down. But she could take the pressure. She led straight from the gun. On the swim, she was first out of the swim. On the bike, she did the majority of the work, and she had a major impact in having that small breakaway group forming and then performing. And of course, on the run, everybody saw what she's capable of. She just hit it straight from the gun, went out hard, continued even harder.
Değerli dostlar, şu anda geride bıraktığımız süre 1 saat 50 dakika 20 saniye oldu ve Takashi'nin liderliği halen devam ediyor. İkinci durumda Hayashi hemen onun arkasında 1 dakika 56, 1 saat 56 dakika 08 saniyeyle ve şu anda Takashi artık kimsenin yakalama şansı kalmadı ama özellikle bu Asya elit kadınlarda Japonların inanılmaz üstünlüğü var. İlk 6, ilk 8 içerisinde 7 Japon sporcu yer alıyor şu anda. Kürsüde de bir Japon şovu, Japonya şovu yaşanacak akşamleyin madalya töreninde. Ve artık kilometreler gitgide azalıyor. Az sonra Takashi finish noktasında olacak. Biz de heyecan içerisinde bekliyoruz. Basın mensupları zaten yerlerini almaya başladılar. Diğer triatlon severler ve seyircileri de davet ediyoruz. Az sonra Takashi gitgide artan temposuyla finish yerinde olacak. Biz de heyecan içerisinde onu ve arkasından gelecek diğer Japonları karşılayacağız. Evet, Takashi'nin zamanla baktığımızda şu anda ikinci ile arasında 2 dakikalık, düzeltiyorum, üçüncü ile arasında 2 dakikalık bir zaman farkı var. Diğer sporcularla da gitgide açılan bir zaman farkı olduğunu görüyoruz. Artık finish'e gelmeden şampiyonluğunu ilan etti gibi bir şey.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, not long to go before we are going to see our leading athlete on the right-hand side on the concrete road. From there, it's only going to be 2 short turns before entering our triathlon arena. And there comes our leading race official. There she comes, ladies and gentlemen. Taking her second last turn in this race. Watch out for race number 1 from Japan, the 2018 Asian Games champion, ladies and gentlemen. Last year's Asia Triathlon champion. Only finishing 3rd in the bronze medal ranks at the sprint championships, the Triathlon Asia Sprint Championships a few weeks ago in Hong Kong, but now she is hitting back. Defending her title, ladies and gentlemen. There she comes. She managed to take all the pressure what comes with a race number 1. The very last turn now to the left-hand side, and now let's put our hands together and let's make her welcome. The defending champion and another Asian championship title under her belt, ladies and gentlemen. From Japan, welcome Yuko Takahashi.
Ve 2025 Asya Avrupa Asya Elit Kadınlar Şampiyonu Yuko Takahashi.
What a brilliant performance. A very, very dominant victory by our fantastic Japanese athletes. First out of the water, the best bike split and the best running time as well. Well done, Yuko Takahashi. Of course, congratulations to the Japan Triathlon Federation. What an excellent performance by their team. And remember, there are more Japanese athletes to come down the green finish chute.
Şimdi heyecan içerisinde ikinci ve üçüncüyü bekliyoruz. Tabii tahmin ettiğiniz gibi Japonların üstünlüğü devam ediyor. İkinci ve üçüncü de eğer bir aksilik, bir sürpriz yaşanmazsa yine Japon sporcular olacak.
And ladies and gentlemen, the silver medal also going to Japan. What a brilliant performance by her as well. Welcome our race number 8, the winner at the Asia Triathlon Cup Osaka Castle earlier this year. Welcome Manami Hayashi.
Ve ikinci yine Japonya'dan Hayashi.
Triathlon Asia Championship silver medal going to our race number 8. And there comes, ladies and gentlemen, our bronze medalist. Let's bring her home. Race number 14, welcome to Kanei Takenaka.
Ve üçüncü Takenaka.
Brilliant performance. And coming through in 4th place. Also Japan. Welcome Miyu Sakai.
Ve dördüncü de Sakai.
Coming through in 5th place, Wen Wei, China People's Republic.
Wen Wei, Çin'den 5. olan sporcu.
This is what we call a clean sweep, ladies and gentlemen. Got all the medals in this race today, Team Japan. Well done, team. And welcome to our next finisher. Next two finishers, both from Japan, ladies and gentlemen.
Yine iki Japon sporcu geliyor şimdi.
This is welcome to the finish line. Sato finishing in 8th place, race number 10. And in 9th, Mako Hiraizumi. And Yushiko Sako.
Hiraizumi ve Sato.
Finishing 6th and 7th. And ladies and gentlemen, coming through in 8th place. Welcome Hilda Choi Yan Yin. Hong Kong, China.
8. olan sporcu Çin'den. Şu anda inanılmaz bir Japonya saltanatı var neredeyse Asya elit kadınlarda. Kürsüyü komple ele geçirdiler Japonlar. Altın madalya, gümüş madalya ve bronz madalya Japonya'nın.
Coming through in 9th place, again, a Japanese athlete approaching the finish line. Welcome. Welcome to Himeka Sato. Brilliant performance, 9th place, and coming to compete our top 10, ladies and gentlemen. From China, this is Ji Rongdong.
Değerli dostlar, yarışma derecelerine baktığınızda, bitiriş derecelerine baktığınızda sporcuların performansının ne kadar güçlü olduğunu da görüyorsunuz. İnanılmaz dereceler.
Yongming Park finishing 11th. And Tallulah Wright finishing in 12th place from Hong Kong, China. Well done, Tallulah. Minori Ikeno, Japan in 13th. Well done, congratulations.
Evet, yarış bitiminde hepsi kendini yere atıyor ama her şeylerini veriyorlar yarışa, her şeylerini. İşte spor böyle bir şey, başarı böyle geliyor değerli dostlar.
This is Yu Sin Ying in 14th. And another Chinese athlete running down the finish chute. Let's bring her home as well. You can see it was really extreme conditions out there, really hot. Yuan.
Çinli sporcu için bir alkış istiyorum. Sakat bacağına rağmen yarışı bırakmadı. Sonuna kadar mücadele etti. Hakikaten
medical staff, could you please come?
Arkadaşlar kenara alalım hemen. Sedye ile kenara alalım.
And our next finisher from Korea. Let's bring her home. Hye Rim Jeong. And coming through now from Indonesia, Martina Ayu Pratiwi. And now from Chinese Taipei, welcome Chang Chiwen.
Gitgide artan hava sıcaklığında inanılmaz bir şov seyrediyorsunuz. Asya elit kadınlarda yarışan sporcular deyim yerindeyse pilleri bitene kadar mücadele etmişler. Ki finişte nasıl bitmiş olduklarını görüyorsunuz. İnanılmaz takdiri ve alkışı hak ediyorlar. Müthiş sporcular. İşte olimpiyat şampiyonluğu böyle geliyor. Çok çalışmak lazım, çok.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's not stop the applause. We have more and more athletes to bring through and bring to the finish line. Let's put our hands together for our next finisher. Again, from Japan. This is Sarika Nakayama. Well done.
Ve Japon sporcuyla toplamda 19 sporcu oldu. Sarika Nakayama ile yarışmayı tamamlayan sporcu sayısı 19 oldu. 28 sporcu start almıştı. 19 sporcu şu anda yarışmayı tamamladı.
And ladies and gentlemen, please do not forget we have one more very important race coming up this afternoon, starting at 4:15 p.m. of course. The Europe Triathlon Championships and the Elite Men's Race. Over 60 athletes on the start line in that event, including many Olympian athletes, many Olympic participants. So I think it's going to be a brilliant and very interesting event, a thrilling competition. Without a very clear race favorite in that race. So it's likely to be possible that 10 or even 20 different athletes could get their hands on the gold medal in that race. Therefore, it's going to be super exciting. It's going to be super interesting. So please join us in observing that race as well. 4:15 the start, down next to the Bosporus. 2 laps of swimming, totaling a distance of 1,500 meters, followed by 8 laps on the bike, and then again 3 laps on the run. So ladies and gentlemen, our next race is going to start in 1 minute, one hour exactly. So shortly after we have taken our last athlete across the line, we are going to make our way down to the swim start. And check out what's happening down there. Of course, the warm-up is going to be in progress, and then 15 minutes before the start we are going to ask all our athletes out of the water and then start to perform our introduction protocol. Ladies and gentlemen, there comes another athlete, our next athlete to come to the finish line and to finish her race. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Pauline Couret from Hong Kong, China. Well done, finishing in the top 20 in the Asia Triathlon Championships 2025 Istanbul. Fantastic performance by our young Hong Kong athlete. We have one more athlete out on the course, one more athlete we need to bring through to the finish line. And right after, we are going to make our move down to the swim start again, as we have our Europe Triathlon Championship event starting in 1 hour time. And ladies and gentlemen, there she comes, our last athlete across the line. Welcome, Raven Alcoceda from the Philippines. Great racing by our young athlete from the Philippines. And this concludes our race, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's move down together to the swim start and let's get ready for the Europe Triathlon Championship Elite Men.